Hey, it's Keith Gosnell here from Amped Publishing, and welcome to my no BS review of InstaNiche software. What InstaNiche is it basically creates Amazon affiliate product websites, themed websites. So, like the sales page says, is it actually you can do it in less than 60 seconds. Maybe the first time around it might take you a little longer, but once you really get the hang of this thing, you can knock out some websites fairly quickly. So let's just go ahead and just jump right in. First of all, we have the dashboard when you first log into InstaNiche. This is what you're going to see. And it's basically going to give you a little bit of information about how many current niches are in the database, how many websites you have created, messages in your inbox, and how many articles are available across all these niches. You'll see it'll give you a couple of suggested niches for you to pick from, as well as basically listing out the sites that you already have. And I'm going to show you this information on arthritis.com that I've created already. But we'll walk through and build a brand new site right now. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I like about this program, as well as what I don't like. All right, so let's just go ahead and start building a site. So basically you're going to go over here to Sites, Add Site. And the first thing you're going to be taken to is some selections of different niches that you can create the websites for. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pick a depression website because I already own a domain that has to do with depression. So you can use domains you already own, or you can actually get one right through this site, through this process, and I'll show you that once we get to that step. But the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to set up basically some three main keywords. So the biggest aspect of a niched and themed niche website is getting it ranked, right? So I mean, you can crank out 1,000 different websites. If it's not being found, you just basically have a website out there in the ether. So what InstaNiche does is it concentrates on a few keywords that it lets you choose from to rank for those keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick let's see here, treatment, the causes, and I'm going to just let's go with anxiety as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select those. I'll be taken to the next step, and what you're going to do is then basically select your site's main keyword. So this is basically the keyword that's going to be on the home page. So of those three, we're going to want to go ahead and pick the best one we want to rank for, and it'll also show you here the available articles in the database. Comes with, as you saw on the dashboard, over 40,000 different articles, which can be very time-consuming writing articles, or having to go to Fiverr and get these things written, which usually are written very poorly. So these actually aren't too bad, and I'll show you a few examples of those in the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here, let's go with the causes of depression. Okay, and we'll define that as the first. Okay, so the next step that it's going to bring you to is basically choosing the theme. So let's see here, I'm just going to go with kind of one of these plain ones here and select that. Okay, so here's where your domain comes into play. Now you can search for domains and check the availability. Now you can buy these. This is an additional cost. You can't really expect a software creator to pay for your domains. They're $15 a piece, which is basically what you pay on GoDaddy. So you can go ahead and search those availabilities and and purchase them right here in app. Or you can use one that you already have. Now I have one that we're going to use here. Information.com. I'm going to select that domain. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's basically going to tell me that I need to change my name servers. Okay, so obviously if you want to point, we have to get into the name servers and make this quick change. So you can just, for now, we can just hit I understand and move on. Okay, and we're going to give the name a project, and we're going to call it just depression for this one. And we'll go ahead and accept those. All right. Okay, so now you see it's well done. You've added the website. You can click here to start filling it with content. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so you're going to see here what it's going to do is give you the what causes depression. So I'm going to want to find an article that is somewhat related to that, right? And as you can see, I'm scrolling through these. There are a ton to choose from. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's go with ideas that can help those dealing with depression. Let's try that. So what you can do is you can also preview these. So as you'll see, you can read through them. They do read pretty well. So you can, if you don't really like this particular one, you can go ahead and jump on a different one and look at that. And you'll see those. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, pick this one. And what I'm going to do is scroll to the bottom. Now, what you can do is it's going to allow you to pick a thumbnail as well as a featured image for the article, and as well as a YouTube video that you can choose to have on there as well. Now, I was going to tell you the things that I like and that I don't like. I do like that they give you the ability to search, in app for those, and it's obviously the API is tapped into, a free image site out there. I personally, with sites like this, I want the images nice, so I'm going to go find my own anyways. But you can upload your thumbnails here, or upload, your featured image here as well, so you don't have to use the images that they provide. But for this demo, I'll go ahead and just type in depression and see what comes up. Okay, so that's not too bad. All right, let's just go ahead and pick some quick ones here. Now, what's going to do is going to let you, basically giving you the size of that, so you can kind of line it up how you'd like it, and then go ahead and, as you see, you can rotate, zoom in and out, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and confirm that, so that will be basically the thumbnail for this particular post. And then I'm also going to go ahead and pick my feature image, and it can be the same, it could be different, it can be whatever you'd like. So let's just go with this one. Might be kind of cool here, and it gives you again the layout. I kind of like that, so we'll position it there. All right, so that will be my main image. Now I can also search for the video. Now, the one thing I was going to say before we do that is, about these free image sites. There's a ton of them out there. I can't remember exactly which one they're using for this one, but for some of the niches I've noticed, there's really not that many pictures out there. But you have to see, you have to be copyright, you have to be aware of the copyright issues, which is why they're tapping into these free image sites. So, if you really want it to be professional, I suggest going out to iStock or someplace where you can pay for images and grabbing them that way. So for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to search this. So basically, let's see how I beat depression, what it's like. Let's go ahead and listen up here.
Are you tired? You won't understand.
Okay, so we've got one here. So let's just go ahead and choose that one. Oops. There we go. And we'll confirm that post. Okay. Now it's going to be for number 2. This is the second keywords that I chose, which was depression and anxiety. So it looks like we have some new articles here. Let's see here. So we're talking about, let's see, okay, maybe something with teenage might be good. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, it's talking about anxiety as well, which is good. Okay, all right, because those are my keywords. And remember, we always going to want to rank, so you got to keep, the domain that you choose, as well as these keywords and the articles that you choose for each of them. They'll do their best to get those articles lined up, with this, so that you can rank for those particular keywords. So I'll go ahead and choose that one, and we're going to scroll down again. I would probably want to find some different images for this one. That for the next time. And okay, so we've got some new ones coming up here. Let's go with, let's just pick this one and see how that lines up. Yeah, I'm gonna have it kind of that, and confirm, and then go ahead and pick the other one. We'll do, let's see what's on the next page here. Maybe, something like this. Okay, let's see how that lines up. Well, I don't really like the text in there. Yeah. Let's choose a different one. Maybe just something like this. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and choose that. Confirm it. And we'll find another video for this. You don't have to use videos in each of them, but I would suggest doing so. So let's see. 6 signs of depression. We could probably go with that.
Hey everyone. So today, that's the sign I'm talking about. Eating the
Sounds good to me, and we'll confirm that and confirm the post settings. Now we're going to be taken to the third and final one, which was treatment for depression. So let's see what we can find here. Guidance might be decent. Let's see. Ways to handle it. Let's see what this one is all about. All right, treatment for depression. Okay, so it keeps. All right, let's go with that one. Dealing with depression article. Okay, so we'll choose the article, Again, scroll down to the bottom. Lots of articles available for that this particular topic. And we'll hit these pictures again, and I'm going to pick this one, and we'll kind of use that one, and probably go with the same image for the main image. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and pick one more video. Let's see what else is on here. Tactics that work immediately. Depression and treatment. Actually, Stanford. Okay, that's actually got a. That's nice and long.
And when they are
okay, so I'm going to confirm that. All right. Okay, so now what it's doing is taking us back to the affiliate shop. So you can now preview what the shop is going to look like. So basically, these are the Amazon products that is going to fill this particular page. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going page by page for each of these keywords that we've chosen for what causes depression, and we're going to put some products into that. So you're going to be taken through three rounds of this, basically one for each set of keywords. Now, what you can also do is you can add your own. So if you just wanted to go out to Amazon and search depression, and let's see, depression pills, supplements, depression books. Maybe that's what you want to go with. Here's a bestseller. That's always good to throw out there. And what you're going to do is you're just going to grab the ASIN for it. And ASINs are always found down here. Let's see here. Well, for books, I guess it's a little bit different then, isn't it? Let's see. All right, well, let's go with depression pills. Okay, so here's some anxiety pills. Your ASIN here. You just copy it, and you paste them in. So you can go through and get as many if you want something specific or a specific product. You can go ahead and add those in. So what I'm going to do is just accept these, and I'm going to just do the same for the other two, depression and anxiety. And you can again preview that just to see which products are coming up and which ones you'll be selling. We'll go ahead and accept those shop settings. Treatment for depression, same thing. I'm going to accept that as well. Okay, so now we can select a header for the website. Now, not all the themes support the headers, so if you don't see it as it tells you, then it won't be there because that particular theme does not support it. Put in depression. Okay. All right, so across the header, let's use something like. Let's see. Let's just pick this one for sake of demonstration. It's kind of nice. All right. And confirm. Okay, so what it's going to do is just make sure all the details are correct. So it's basically going to go through the home page, sub pages, the shop pages, the theme you've chosen, and then the domain name. And what we're going to do is just simply click Start Building. Now this usually takes about, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds to do. Okay, so there we are, website URL, and here is the administration URL so that you can go back in and edit at a later time. It's giving my password, which I'm going to delete this site anyway, so this will all be gone. And what you'll see is you can actually then go back in and you can do more. You can add more articles at that time. Now, as I said, coming back to the dashboard here, this is built on the backend is WordPress, which I like. Some people may think that's a negative, but I love it because it gives me ultimate control then. Once I have the initial site created, which is the most time consuming, getting those articles on there takes so much time, so much money. Great little application to get you started out the gate. So I like the WordPress backend, so I can go in and really customize anything I want, swap the images, add any kind of content I really want to, contact forms, call to actions, whatever it may be. Pretty much gives me ultimate control. But this what I just walked through is days and days of work, and it's done for you. It really works well, and it's very quick to do. So a little background on me. This is really my first go around with the Amazon Associate Program. I am a Amazon seller. I have a couple of private label ASINs that I sell and have been doing for about the past year, which is very time consuming, very expensive, but also very profitable. It's doing quite well. But I really wanted to give this a shot, but just didn't have time. So now I do. And actually, I'm going to just click over here and show you. This is one I did. I have a lot of health related domains that I'd been using way back when AdSense was the way to make money, which I guess it still is, but I just haven't had time to keep up with it. So I went with this arthritis. So as you'll see, this was the same. I wanted to do the same theme so you could see really what it looks like here. So we have treatment of arthritis, and the reason I didn't show you the depressed one is because I'd have to go in and change my the DNS, and sometimes that takes a few hours for it to update. And I wanted to show you this right away. But you'll notice here's all the products that it found for me, and I added a bunch of myself because I wanted to be very specific. So I've got 3 shop pages, as well as we have the actual articles here, and we'll click into another one here. You can kind of see different images there. Joint pain. There's my images. My videos are down here. The share is there as well. Now, one thing that InstaNiche also has is on its first upsell is actually the Academy. And the Academy is real nice. Actually, I've gotten through about half of it. If you're already versed in SEO, then you'll be fine. In basic SEO, but really for a themed niche site, there's some very specific ways that they use to rank these things, and not have to compete with these big blog networks and these big kind of pyramid sites out there. They give you some fantastic content. I mean, there's hours and hours of content back here to help you out. So I would definitely suggest going for that as well. Now, if you are interested, you can go ahead and click the links below. I've got one that's going directly to the sales page, so you can learn more about the features, see some of the testimonials, some of the success that students have had. I also have a pretty nice bonus package, which the link is also below, and you can go ahead and click that if you'd like to check those out before heading on over to the sales page. I believe this is closing in a few days, so the price is definitely going to be jacked up. So go ahead, take action. I definitely give it a thumbs up. A couple little things like the images, I not really thrilled with the image results that I get. However, I understand why that is. It's really a copyright issue, and I personally would rather use my own images. So go ahead, click the links below, and we'll see you on the inside.